missing the point. You have a friend who's the party planner and an immaculate host. They designed their home to have people come over and spend time and do things. They arrange their schedule so that everyone can have events at their place. The spaces and the flow make for great games, intimate conversations, and rowdy gatherings. There are multiple modular snack and drink stations and conversation nooks and big open spaces to get, rowdy in. But they still manage to make it feel like a home. And the times you've dropped in for a visit that wasn't a party, the home was cozy and relaxing. They put a lot of work and thought into being the party planner and the immaculate host, and it's paid off. Then, one party, someone decided some oil paint, lifelike portraits in the family space of the house really needed mustache stickers and googly eyes. Thankfully, the painted art was not ruined, but our host was not amused. Doors between spaces were installed instead of open archways, and all of the internal doorways now come with key locks. The Mustache Bandit guest got banned. Some quiet common sense assumptions about how to act in somebody's home or in public were put in writing and posted in obvious places. How do you feel about that change? I'm going to keep answering that questions, but let me go into our intro. Hi, this is Sanctuary of Play, a virtual church with the joyful mission that play is a sacred gift and an innate part of our natures which should be celebrated. We feel play is a basic need like sleep, food and water, shelter and community. Like these practices, play is good for us, has a purpose, and can be expressed in many ways. We're going to talk about play and encourage play in our lives. Intro over. Back to our host is not amused. There have been changes. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the event house telling you access rules and enforcing some of those rules with hard boundaries? Is everything ruined? Are you mad at the host for the space, for the vibe, for the community, for or at the Mustache Bandit? When you're there, are you anxious now that maybe you'll make a mistake and be banned yourself? Do you feel safe that you know how not to make a mistake and you can relax? Can you relax? Does every door that used to be an archway or seeing "Please do not touch" signs by the artwork mess with your mood? Or is it no big deal? Our host is as kind and generous as ever. Their home still hosts so many things, but now it looks a little bit less like a home and a little bit more like a museum. Do you let the aftermath of the Mustache Bandit keep you from visiting your friend when it's just the two of you? When it's a small gathering like a dinner party? When it's a big, big open party? Does it stop you from bringing friends to the everyone welcome parties? Do you let the one bad thing ruin everything. How do you feel? This is an analogy for the general use Christian origin story about the Garden of Eden and the apple. There's many ways to tell that story. I went for, broad strokes, no details. I feel that whether you're into evolution or creation or evolution as a process of creation or this origin story or creation myth or any of the other origin stories or creation myths, all of that belief aside, I feel that it is an original property and an innate part of existence to have play and for play to be good for us. It makes me really sad when the glory and expanse of existence, which for all we know might be infinite, all of that gets ignored out of fear of repeating a mistake. It'd be like never singing because you're afraid of being flat or not knowing all the words. It'd be like starving yourself because you worry the amount that you eat will be a burden in some way so that somebody else will go hungry. It'd be like never going to a show just in case the subject of the show or the performance of the show or the author of the show is problematic, or you are afraid of laughing at a spot that nobody else is laughing, or some other awkward thing. It'd be like not letting yourself have a favorite sports team because you don't want to be in conflict with anyone at all in any way, and other people have different sports teams. So if you have a different opinion, it might be an issue. It would be like putting aside everything joyful and connecting and celebratory about life just to be safe, just in case. It would be missing the point. There's so little of existence that are hard boundaries. And in a lot of philosophies and belief systems, what not to do is a patch or an add-on that was added later because somebody made a mistake or something. Just in case somebody is innocently stupid or willfully unharmonious. Today, I don't want to get into what's right or wrong or talk about duality or context. I want to go back to making the point that there's a lot of living and a lot of being which is given to us, like being invited to our friend's party. We just have to show up. The point is to participate in our own lives. The point is, I feel life and us as beings are both and all designed to be well. We're designed, I feel, to be content, to be joyful, to have fun, striving to do challenging things. There is a safety setting in the way we think to remember bad things. That's true. It helps us avoid future harm. that's good. It has a purpose too. I have a lot of compassion and sympathy for the way we remember, as an example, to not touch the hot stove. I'm asking that you please remember, in the hot stove example, that the stove is on and hot so we can cook delicious food in a kitchen designed to make nourishing yourself and others simpler and more accessible, because eating is a part of life. When you flinch or stop over a safety warning or a boundary, I ask that you please remember how small a part of everything that limit is, and that there's so much else that you can do. Please don't focus on the informational or warning signs. Please don't miss the point. Relax and enjoy the party that is life. Someone put a lot of time and energy into it, and they want you to be happy. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday.